Okay, for you fitness girls, since there's only 5 of you, what we're going to do is you do your routine round. And then all of you kind of get together and decide when you're ready to kind of go with your physique rounds, and we can kind of insert you anywhere you need to go. But make sure, give me a little bit of heads up time, and then let's say after bodybuilding, if all y'all are ready, we'll roll if you want to.
did not film Friday because the last 2 shows I've done most recently, the vlogs were getting longer. It was like a 14-minute and a 23-minute, and I wanted to make this one shorter. Also, this has just been a really stressful show. We drove 10 hours, there was just a lot going on, the scheduling was crazy, you know, we were late for this, late for that, we forgot this, we forgot that, and I'm just trying to keep my stress levels down. I find that when I'm stressed, like my vascularity goes away fast. It's just like my veins just literally suck into my body. So I need to like stay relaxed, and this was not that. But it was still fun, you know, shows can be stressful, but they're fun. I also just wanted to be like a little bit more present mentally, since this is my first national show, and I wanted to soak up the moment. The first show I ever did was all a blur, it was very surreal, and you know, from then on I told myself that I wanted to be more present when doing shows, and I basically just for this show don't want to be living the entire event behind the camera lens. So what are you guys going to be seeing next is the night show. So I just did the morning show, which I'll talk about how I did in a second, but what are you going to be seeing tomorrow is me vlogging tonight's food and tomorrow's food. So you guys are just going to see me like pigging out, and I'm going to make that its own video probably.
Get it.
Okay.
So, how do you think the morning show went?
Just had to take a little vape there. Anyway, yeah, so we're at the night show right now. How I did at the morning show, basically I'll talk about my weight first. I came in at 191, which is 3 pounds heavier than the last 2 shows, but I was much harder, drier, and leaner and fuller. So it was the best package. I'm the light heavyweight, right? So there was 10 guys in my class, and the first call out was 6 guys. I did not get the first call out, which I don't have very high expectations, just high hopes for the show because it's my first nationals, and I'm coming here trying to see what I need to work on in order to continue to compete at this national level and continue to climb to the ranks and maybe become a pro bodybuilder one day, or become a pro bodybuilder one day. And basically, I don't think I got last place, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Like, I'd say like 7th to 9th place.
Yeah, I mean, from what we saw, I would say 7th to 8th, maybe.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if you could maybe get 6th depending on the layout, but probably 7th to 8th.
I mean, yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if I got 9th because, you know, sometimes the judging's a little weird.
I would be very surprised if you got dead last, because like you were better, like obviously better in all terms, muscularity, conditioning, and symmetry were the 3 things, right? Like I wouldn't understand if you got dead last.
Yeah, so I basically, if I got dead last, I'd be pissed. If I got 9th, I'd be bummed. If I got 8th, I'd be happy. If I got 7th, I'd be very happy. And if I got 6th, I mean,
Fucking on top of the world, dog.
I probably need like a tissue or something. And yeah, it's time for the night show, guys.
Let's get it. So, recap of the show?
10. Last.
Fuck. Well, I mean,
This is still what I mean, dude. It's last.
real talk. How do you feel about the show?
10. You know, it's like it's the first national show, but 10 is 10, dude. And 10 is last. And I feel no pride in 10. like it. And I could sit here and, you know, say all this and that about like, oh well, you know, it's the experience and it's for fun and I'm gonna get better. 10th is last, you know. Does that mean I quit bodybuilding? No, but I'm not happy about 10.
Well, yeah, it's a path full of both pleasure and disappointment.
Yeah, but it's not like, that's all that like woo-woo kind of like.
Yeah, I get it.
I get what you're trying to say and I appreciate it, but.
It's just my wording. Basically, like, sometimes it's gonna fucking suck.
Yeah, but again, it's like sometimes it's gonna suck, sometimes this sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know about anything else. All the woo-woo, you know, yeah, I guess sometimes you lose and it sucks, and then sometimes you're just a fucking loser forever, you know? And then life's not supposed to be fair, but...
At least brought best package in, work on improving it for next time. I'm not pretending that it didn't suck, just trying to be optimistic.
Yeah, well, balance it out by being 100% negative and you're being positive, so it meets somewhere in the middle. It's a good thing. But yeah, I mean, I guess to make a comment, I got last. I'm not happy with it at all, and it sucks. I don't think I should have gotten last. I don't think anyone is to blame.
Yeah.
The judges made their call, and the competitors look really good.
I mean, at least you got like free protein and his number. It's pretty dope. You got something out of it. Hell yeah. Silver lining, dude.
I got a lot of other free stuff that I'm not supposed to mention because they weren't supposed to give them to me. Like
No one will know.
And some other things that weren't supposed to be free.
That's that charm, bro. You just like flash them a smile. Hey, can I have this? Yeah, I can. Yeah, take it.
No,
Take
but
it.
the thing about dead last is like, then it's just a question of should I even been up there at all? You know, like if you at least beat one person, but then you have if dead last, it's like you're like you may or may not be like the clueless bodybuilder.
Yeah.
But I don't know much more to say. I want people to see the real side of bodybuilding, the ugly side. It's not ugly, it's just not all pretty.
Yeah.
And there's so many like fucking fitness YouTubers, and the fitness YouTubers, not bodybuilding YouTubers, that I'm a bodybuilding YouTuber, and they just show you the pretty side of everything, and they're fucking hot, and they don't do shows, so they don't actually fucking ever struggle. You know, they just like stay in good shape, which is like easy, and they don't ever actually compete and have to put themselves to the test. So like, yeah, in their gym, they're like a fucking big guy. You know, in pictures on Instagram that are filtered, they look good. And they have like a convertible, and they're like check out my new fucking blender and shit. And I want to show people not the ugly side, but the not pretty side, you know? Like the being broke, like the fucking doing what you have to do to look your best, and then fucking losing, and then watching somebody grind to climb through the ranks, because it's not always pretty. Like you see these celebrities, for example, in Hollywood, and you don't know, that actress might have had to fucking suck dick just to get noticed by some fucking, you know, shit director who she did a shit movie, and then a good director noticed her, put her in a movie where she did like a shitty job, almost got laughed out of Hollywood, only to barely make it, and then one day you see this glamorous lifestyle, and that's beautiful, man. It's like the fucking, the reality is beautiful, you know, the watching the pain and the struggle and the rags to riches story. You know, and all these like fitness YouTubers are just like, yo, like check out how fucking awesome I am. You're fucking awesome because you do easy shit. You know, like I'm not complaining. I'm saying that this is real bodybuilding. Driving, you know, being moody as fuck and struggling, and you know, being part of a bunch of other people who are, you know, metaphorically speaking, sucking dick for, you know, a $5 plastic trophy. And then, you know, only to lose. Like I drove 10 hours to get here, only to get dead fucking last. And it's beautiful, man, because I'm gonna put this fucking clip in one day when I get first, you know, or if I do ever achieve a pro card, and we're gonna look back on this and be like, hey, remember that time that you lost and it like lit a fire under your ass? You know, because this is the fucking truth. It's not always pretty, and that's what's beautiful about it. And I hate that the fitness YouTubers just make it look so fun, you know. And like, check out how awesome my fucking lifestyle is. Check out how not, you know, all this for a $5 plastic trophy. It's fucking worth it, you know. I'd rather lose doing something hard than make you think that I'm fucking cool for doing something easy. You know, any fucking day, man. That's the damn truth. That's the damn truth, man.
Yeah. So where are we heading now?
Going straight to the cheap mail.
Yeah.
Cheap mail?
Fucking Walmart, dog. Like
Walmart.
real, man.
You know why? Because this shit ain't pretty. I ain't got no money for fucking dinner. I got money for fucking Walmart, bro. I came here to the Nationals, got fucking last place in the light heavyweight, and I don't have money for sushi or hibachi. I got money for fucking Walmart, and then I got a 10-hour drive home. And this guy's from Spain and he's only 19 and he ain't got a license. So I gotta drive my ass home 10 hours. And you know what? This car ain't any heavier because we don't have a trophy in it. Well, it's a little heavier because we got a protein jug because we got some game, but
Same fucking shit.
In all actuality, I almost just locked myself out of my car. Thank God I didn't do that. But
You almost what?
Locked the keys in the car.
Oh shit.
But in all, you know, the truth of the matter is, man, I got dead last, and it's a swift kick in the ass. Everybody's been telling me how fucking great I am, and that's a really nice compliment, but that doesn't breed winners, man. I got dead last in my first show. I trained, I won. You know, I was just telling Justin that it's like a boxer who picks his fights. You know, you fight the #1 contender. You don't pick your fight. And my #1 contender was the Nationals, and I came here to fight, and I lost against who was my next challenge. And I'm gonna go back to the gym, except now it's gonna be the fucking dungeon, the trenches. I'm going into the trenches, hoodie up, hat on, fucking headphones in, and I'm not good enough yet. I love my body. I mean, it's not about, it's not any ego.
Well, like you said, it's exactly not self-image. It's competitive.
This is just my craft. This is my clay, and it is not good enough. And it's time to grow, man. Like, it's a swift kick in the ass. It's humbling, you know. Like, the shit was getting to my head, and it's time to fucking train. It's time to get better. Just like every other person in there that beat me, they trained harder than me. They put in more hours than me. They took more gear than me, they ate better than me, they put more years in, whatever, you know? They made more sacrifice, even if in the smallest area, but they're not better than me because I'm worse than them necessarily. They just put in the work and they deserve it, and it's time for me to put in my work, so I beat people that I'm better than because they haven't put in the work that I put in yet in the future, basically. And it's just time to get to work, bro.
No bullshit, no excuses.
No bullshit, bro. You lose, you lose. You know, but you show the world where you're at, and you don't fucking be afraid of failure. And I failed today, and I'm not scared at all.